Howdy folks, welcome to episode 31. Today we are going to continue work on the CV. We're going to do some decoration work. So I'm in the bay right now, and as you can see I put in oxygen station and a stairway to go up, and up there I also put a hallway. So let's go up that way and I'll show you. So I put in the oxygen station here. I can actually grab some while I'm on the way. And put stairs here, and I also put a hallway going from this section up to the crafting room, so that you can get there, and probably put a door down here too, so that you can get there from the ground floor. And actually I can do that now, and I hate that it does that. I don't know why it turned you up, but yeah, let's see, I think I have doors on me. Do I have? Yeah, I have doors on me. Okay. So yeah, today I'm probably just going to try to get as much done as I can. So let's see if that looks good. Nope, of course it doesn't look good. So I'll have to add something on the outside, just some hull walls. Do I have hull walls? Yes, I have hull walls. Okay. So I can put these on the outside to at least make it so it doesn't look ridiculous when you open the door. There. Okay. Now the door doesn't just slide open. Okay. Into nothing. Okay, so anyway, yeah, let me turn this frame rate thing off too. Okay, so what we're going to do is I wanted to start and figure out where I can put some plants and stuff. So I wanted to put them in the hallways here. That was weird. Oh, okay, because I only hit that one. But yeah, I'd like to put plants all along this, and so I'm going to need to put some grow lights over that too. But yeah, it'd be nice to have some stuff growing in the hallways. I'll probably have to take out the other lights because these are going to look horrible with these lights and the other ones. It's not going to look bad, it's just the frame rate's going to be dead because you can't turn off the shadows for individual lights. You basically have to turn your detail level down in the game is the only way to fix that. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to put in grow lights up here, and they need to be able to cover 3. So what I'm thinking is, what I was thinking I can do is I can line this here with these, and let's see, that's going to go there. I think just there. Okay, so yeah, there'll be a light here and etc. every 3 blocks, every 3rd block. So there, so it'd be aligned with each window. No, it would have to be right here, so it hits the corner. So it has to be one away from each window. So it'd be up to here. Okay, so the last light would be here, and then this is going to go down both sides. We'll make this go down both sides, and then we'll put some, we can put some lights in the middle, make this not look bad. And speaking of these lights, yeah, that kind of looks nice. Speaking of these light blocks, I think what I want to do is I basically want to replace, I think, pretty much every one of these on the whole ship, on these square blocks here. I want to replace them with these. I think it'll look cool. I think it'll look cool from the inside, and it'll look cool from the outside. So I'm going to have to do that at some point too. But yeah, let's get this going and get these replaced. Now we're going to do a garden in here, so that and I haven't decided what all I want to grow, whether I want to grow everything to make just canned vegetables, because basically once you have a water supply you can just make an infinite supply of those in space, or at least as many as your water will allow. And if I do those, you know, if I do the stuff for the emergency rations, then I'm gonna have to bring eggplants and stuff on board. So I kind of like the ship to be independent as far as that goes. You see, which way do I want this door? Probably want it like that, and I apparently damaged this when I was doing that. Okay, so that's what this hallway is going to look like. I need to find where I left the plants. I'm not sure where I hid them. Somewhere. They're probably at my base on the planet, on the claw base. So I need to find the plants and the grow lights, because I don't think I brought the grow lights up with me either. So yeah, I'm going to do that later then, I guess. So why don't I get these, why don't I get all these lights punched out and replaced, and I will come back and show you guys what that looks like when it's ready. So I'm sure it'll be quick for you, but it's going to take me quite a while. So be back in a minute. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see, I've got all the lights added in. I think it adds to the look. It definitely looks cooler that way. Kind of makes it look like a jetliner type of thing or whatever. It almost looks like a cruise ship type of thing more than a warship, which, you know, I'm not necessarily really going for a warship anyway. I kind of want something that looks cool. So yeah, we've got a couple more things that we can do here. As far as decorations go, let's see. I got the grow lights put in. So why don't we put in some lights here? We're gonna stick these. Need to go on the second so that they will light up. Yeah, so they'll light up all three of these. So that's gonna go like that, and then they're gonna go 3 away. So every third. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, and then they're going to go on the other side. And one more. Okay. So yeah, this hallway is probably just going to look like this. I'd like to put in other lights, but you know, there's already 8 lights in here, and they really kind of kill the, I mean, you look at all the shadows that it's got to cast. It kills the frame rate on the game to have so many lights. And let me turn on my symmetry axis here. So the other thing I need to do is just to get the rest of the ship lit up on the interior. So I'm going to use these interior lights, and hopefully we can get a decent amount of lighting in here. And let me see, I need to get the crafting room done. The other thing I want to do here, let me turn this back off, even though I just turned it on, is I need to put a wall here. This needs to actually be a compartment instead of a giant open room, and maybe that will actually help with the the shadows and stuff too. Hopefully that will reduce. And I created another gravity generator because that's another thing we have to do here. So yeah, if I make a wall out of bulkheads here, come on, go up this way. There we go. What is it doing? Weird. Okay, so anyway, let me get, is it just not, okay, there it goes. Alright, there's our wall. Okay, so now we've got a wall here. Now our room is separated off. Maybe that will help a little with our frame rate if we do add more lights. I wanted to put another set here. Come on this side. There we go. Okay, like that. Alright, that's a little bit better, a little less gloomy. The bridge I'm not even going to do right now. I'm going to need to wait with the bridge. Let me see, does this door... Yeah, this door... Okay, this door works the way I want it to. Okay, and then we can add these lights in here. Let me put the symmetry axis back on. And we're going to put all of these like this. So, you know, it's light over light, but it, you know, it's, I think it looks best this way. And let's get these going here. Let's see, is that going to light up enough of the room? Or am I going to need to put one in the corner here? Like that. And one in the middle. They seem kind of close together, but I mean, the room is so dark in here. I'll probably have to put some on the ceiling too. It's, you know, you can basically get maybe 4, look at this, you know, 4 blocks away and you're already like dim. So you don't have too much as far as options of how far you can wait. Maybe I can put some light blocks on this thing too. I'll have to look again. I think this is ramps both sides. So I can put some lights in here. 3. I guess I can't put them on the top, so I'll put them on the bottom. Okay, and you know what? That's not going to work either, so I'll have to figure out how to light this hallway. Because if I... Yeah, actually I can do it like that. Okay, so we'll put them on the floor for now, until I come up with a better idea. Maybe even put those little circular ones, was what I was thinking. Okay, so the other thing I need to do here is if you walk back here, what you find is you're walking, and you're floating. And I gotta turn on my jetpack. Okay, and I probably need to go get some oxygen too before I start screwing around here too much. Anyway, the gravity generator doesn't reach the very back of the ship. So what I'm going to need to do is put in another gravity generator back here. And I hate when it does that. It changes your view when you turn the jetpack on and off. Okay, so I'm thinking back in this corner. Because, well, I guess not all the way in the corner, huh? Because that's not sealed up. Okay, back in this corner, like, we can seal this up too, and we can put the gravity generator here. And I was also reading something recently on the RCSs, and it was kind of interesting. This guy was making some stick ships and to experiment with, and he showed that the turning with the RCSs, RCSs seem to act kind of like the gravity generators, where if you stick them all in one place and they don't reach the entire ship, then the ship won't turn the same way. Now I can turn my jetpack off. If you, let's see, is that, yeah, okay, so I just need to seal this up. So if you place RCSs, actually I could do that. But yeah, I want to put a couple of them back here. I put them in the same spot where the gravity generator is, basically, so that we can kind of seal that up. We'll end up sealing that up in the same way. We'll probably use these ramps to close it off. But yeah, so I'm doing this with the intention that the RCSs will hopefully work better. Hopefully this ship won't have turning problems. And let's see, I want to go out one and then across. And then like this. Can I do that? Because I kind of want to hide this gravity generator. I don't want it sitting out in the open if it's not symmetrical. It's going to drive me nuts knowing that that non-symmetry is sitting there. So we'll do this, and we'll put these blocks here in the way to hide that, and then I think that's going to be this whole system again. Yeah, it's going to be this and that and that. Okay, and then we can put these little corner pieces in here. And I still need to decide, the other thing I need to decide is what color I want to do this ship. It's harder in space because everything's so dark. It's really hard to try to decide what color scheme works. You're kind of even more limited. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure yet. I kind of like white, but white looks so much like the gray, especially if it's not super lit up. And I don't want to put a million lights on the outside of the ship and again kill the frame rate. So that's a little difficult to decide too. And the other thing is, you know, I've been thinking about what I want to do in this series, and I want to get this ship finished. I think that's pretty much the only major project that I want to do in this series. There's some other stuff I want to experiment with. I do want to build another capital ship, one that's smaller. But yeah, the thing I want to do in this series is I want to get this ship done, and that's pretty much it. So when this, let me see, when this series is done, will be I'll sorry, trying to do two things at once here. What I'm thinking is the series is going to end when a major update comes out. It's going to have to end when a major update comes out, and we're going to need to restart the game. And the updates coming up, it looks like the next one is going to be a minor one. It's going to have the turrets, do some work with the turrets. I don't know what else it's going to contain. We just had some hints about that on the forum. The other things that are left are the galaxy, which I think they're working on now. I've heard hints of that. And then the other thing is going to be the poles on the planet. And that's the end of the roadmap for the pre-alpha. So once they finish the galaxy, I assume they're going to be working on getting the poles done. And when they do that, that's going to fundamentally change the whole nature of how those planets are mapped, I think. So what that means is that I think there's not going to be any way to not start a new game unless you want to screw around importing stuff from an old game, and I don't want to do that because it can get buggy and stuff too. So yeah, the plan is to finish everything I want to do in this series before they get that planet update, which who knows, it may be a couple weeks, it may be a month or whatever. But yeah, anyway, let's do this fin. I want to do this fin on the bottom. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so this is going to be 20 blocks. And then I'm going to come up, I've got this actually written down. So this is going to be 18 blocks. And I want to go up to there. And then it's going to be, what, 16? I love that you can do a whole strip of blocks on this. 15, 14, 13, okay. And then we're going to do 11. And then we're going to do 9. And 8. And 6. And then 5, 4. Let's see, so that's 5, 4, and 2 3s. Oh, it's going to do that to me. And 2 2s and 2 1s. So we're going to do a 2 here, a 2 here, and a 1, and a 1. And then we're going to put ramps on the front of a bunch of these. And I may decide that I want to make this fin thicker, and maybe even hollow out, you know, put a tube in it or whatever. Let's see, I want to put one here, basically everywhere that it goes down. Okay, so I don't want any flat bottoms. So this is just going to be basically a big decoration. And I've got some other fins I want to put on this thing, and I haven't decided what other kind of sticky outies I want on it. But yeah, the other thing I want to do is I want to run this out a little bit so it's kind of like a rudder. And I can't see where my blocks are, so I need to come over this way. Okay, there we go. It's up there, come on. There's one and one more. There we go. Okay, so I think that'll look cool. And again, I need to figure out what color I want to make this, so that so it'll probably should start painting it at some point soon, so that I can get an idea what it's going to look like too. But yeah, I've got a couple other sticky outies that I want to do, and basically some wings, and I want to put thrusters on there. So join me for episode 32, because I think that's all we're going to have time for today. So join me in episode 32, and we will get some more decoration done, and we'll put a couple more fins on, and we'll see what else we can get done. So until then, we'll see you next time. Later.